Elon Musk tweeted out I don't know, 18, 19 hours ago now. Should I step down as the head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. Now, if we know anything about Elon Musk and the trend that he's kind of set forth on his own platform, this is probably, more than likely, he's trolling mainstream media. Tell me that you don't think that Elon Musk, when he wrote this out on his phone or on his computer or whatever, wasn't thinking about the far-reaching ramifications of what would happen, because mainstream, fake stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra Media is scrutinizing everything that comes out of Twitter in regard to Elon Musk. So don't tell me that they don't know this is a troll. It's got to be. Got to be. You don't plop down $44 billion for a company and not know how to, manipulate the masses, including the masses that are in fake stream media. Should I step down as head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. He had these are the final results of this poll that CNN, you'll see in a second, calls unscientific. 17.5 million votes. Final result, 57.5% say yes, you should step down as the head of Twitter. And 42.5% said no. And what would be hilarious, and people have pointed this out, and we'll read some of these comments underneath his tweet, is what if he steps down and makes Donald Trump the CEO of Twitter? The leftist libtards, they call them, would lose their freaking minds. That would be classic trolling that would be very, very difficult to top. 5 times August says the lefties are celebrating the results here. Now watch him hand the company off to Trump. Catturd says can't wait for Elon to lose this poll, then appoint Donald Trump Twitter CEO. And then the Hodge twins conduct a poll within a poll. This person says, I was the first person on Twitter to vote and tell Elon to step down as the head of Twitter. Ian Miles Chong, who, I don't know, seems like he's an Elon Musk fanboy. In case my other tweet wasn't obvious, the answer is no, you should not step down, because people see Elon Musk as a champion of free speech. And granted, he has done a lot of good things, but he's done a lot of things that violate not only free speech, but his own word. All you have to know about a man is when you have power to oversee and execute your word, and you renege on that, and you go back on your word, and you do something you said you wouldn't do, or not do something you said you wouldn't do, you've shown your character, you've shown your cards, and everybody should know this. Tom Fitton says no. Matt Baker, this is the guy that got up in front of the that town hall and just blasted them for their hypocrisy, which is very classic. If you want to see that, I've got that on my Twitter feed, and I think I also uploaded on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. But just go to High Impact Flicks, at High Impact Flicks on Twitter, and just scroll down some and you'll see it. This poll has got to be rigged. Why on earth would anyone want him to step down at this point in the game and leave it to who? I'm not even a fan of Elon, and I don't really trust him, but at this point in the game, he's doing good, so why stop him? Is this poll rigged? This guy says, I speak for everyone when I say resign immediately. Don't you love it when somebody posts something and they claim to speak for you? I speak for everyone. That's not pompous, is it? Robert Kennedy, who was also brought back, he was one of those guys who got under the Jack Dorsey regime. He was taken down and suspended from Twitter, and Elon Musk finally brought him back, finally brought Peter McCullough back. I don't know if he brought Robert Malone back, but that's a different story for another day. But Robert Kennedy says, stand up for free speech. The First Amendment needs you. This person says he's only for free speech for those who agree with him. To some extent, he kind of has shown that. Depends on who you get to run it. I wanted to find, here's what Mr. B said. And I kind of agree with him. If you're going to keep doing stuff like this, yes, step down. And this is part of Twitter's new policy. At both the tweet level and the account level, we will remove any free promotion of prohibited third-party social media platforms, such as linking out, i.e. using URLs. Now, I do this all the time, and a lot of other right-leaning and left-leaning social media personalities do this all the time. They put in a URL that leads them away, the viewer away from Twitter. A link to Facebook, a link to YouTube, a link to Instagram. So he says, such as linking out to any of the following platforms on Twitter or providing your handle without a URL. Prohibited platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Truth Social, which is Donald Trump's baby, Tribal, Post, and Nostr. Third-party social media link aggregators such as Linktree, Link.bio. Examples: follow me at username on Instagram. And guys, like I said, I employ that practice all the time. So I guess I'm in danger of being suspended. Mr. Beast, not you know what writing Elon. Day improved. Luke Rudowski says 2 hours before the poll closes, he will announce a successor that will freak everyone out. Didn't happen yet. Wall Street Silver says, I suspect Elon already has a replacement selected, and this is just a poll to make it seem like we are deciding. Viva Fry says, the people voting yes might actually care about you, Elon. And so we just go to the Counterfeit News Network, the Communist News Network, the Clinton News Network. So they have this article right here. Elon Musk poll results are in. He should step down, Twitter voters say. And I wanted to play this video right here. Of course, there's going to be an ad. And while there's an ad here, I can't mute this ad. Oh yeah, I can mute the ad. Says a poll created by Elon Musk asking whether he should step down as head of Twitter ended early Monday morning with most respondents voting in the affirmative. And CNN loves this. I can't wait to see the actual segment where they run it on CNN saying, see, even people on his own platform hate him and want him to step down.
Last night, Musk said posting a link to someone's personal information is the same as posting that personal information outright. Let's take a look at some of this heated back and forth with journalists.
I never posted your address.
You posted a link to the address.
We posted a link. In the course of reporting about Elon Jet, we posted links to Elon Jet, which are now not online and now banned on Twitter.
You're doxxed, you get suspended, end of story. That's it.
Elon, I have to ask, I think what everyone's wondering is it's highly unusual for journalists at the Washington Post and the New York Times to have their Twitter accounts suspended.
Maybe it shouldn't be. No, I'm not asking for the silencing of any speech, but we do know that people at the Washington compost pile routinely slander and libel people like Nicholas Sandmann, minor Nicholas Sandmann, to the point where he had to sue them and then settle out of court. He sued them for $250 million. We don't know what the settlement is, but he sued at least the Communist News Network and the Washington compost pile and the New York Slimes. We don't know what the settlement was, but isn't it crazy that people who slander other people that call themselves journalists when they're really propagandists are now concerned about censorship because the censorship hammer is falling on them? See, that's the bad thing about censorship. I mean, some people might view this as good, but it's a double-edged sword. It's a boomerang with two blades, a blade on both sides. It's going to come back. You might launch it and it might cut off the ear or the tongue of people that you don't want to hear, that you don't want to debate with, that you don't want other people to hear. But once it finishes its work out there in the field, it's going to swing around and cut off your tongue and your ears. So that's what they're experiencing now with Elon Musk. And I'm not saying I endorse the censorship of anybody, but isn't it interesting that the hypocritical propaganda outlets are now squealing about First Amendment rights, and they're squealing about that's censorship and you shouldn't be doing that, and it sounds crazy. Isn't this the land of the free? Well, all of a sudden they care about censorship because it's happening to them, but they didn't care when it was happening to you.
And it just so happens that it's, the boss in charge, so, what's the deal there? Oh, I think Elon has left.
Okay, so Elon Musk ducked out of that Spaces group chat or whatever that was. So CNN says here more than 17 million votes were cast in the informal referendum. Oh, here's what they call it, the unscientific poll. Musk had said that he would abide by the results of the unscientific poll. We want you to know that any poll that's conducted on Twitter is unscientific. But if we give you a poll, it's very scientific, and we know you can trust the science, right? Which began Sunday evening and concluded with a 57.5 voting yes, get rid of him, let him step down as CEO, and 42.5% saying no. More than 17 million votes were cast in the informal referendum in his chaotic leadership of Twitter, which has been marked by mass layoffs, the replatforming of suspended accounts that had violated Twitter rules, the suspension of journalists who are really propagandists, but we won't tell you that because we're part of Fake Stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra Media, who cover him, and whiplash policy changes made and reversed in real time. Musk did not immediately retract the outcome of the vote. Hours before launching the poll, Musk was publicly criticized, even by some former supporters in the tech industry, for a controversial new policy that had banned links to certain other social media platforms. It looks like censorship to me. A lot of people are writing back and saying, no, it's not censorship. It's just banning content that seeks to advertise for other platforms. And that's not entirely, that's part of it, but that's not entirely what it looks like. It looks like if you put a link to another social media platform, you will be suspended from Twitter, which sounds like it's antithetical to freedom of speech. The policy was deleted less than 24 hours after its introduction. Interesting. I didn't know that. Musk also said that going forward, he will poll Twitter users to let them decide on policy changes. So we've got the Communist News Network weighing in on this Elon Musk Twitter poll, and the Elon Musk Twitter poll yielding the results of 57.5% saying, yes, you should step down as the head of Twitter. But is this another level of a psychological operation? Is this mass trolling by Elon Musk of fake stream media sources? You guys be the judge. Guys, thanks for joining tonight, and I appreciate you being here. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. We are 100% listener supported on this channel, 100% demonetized, and we appreciate whatever support you can get. So if you want to buy me a coffee, subscribe to our Cash App, buy a conversation starting design from the store that you can put on virtually anything you want, especially getting those stickers, like a sticker that you can put on. Well, I'm not going to tell you where you can put the stickers. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.